Hello and welcome back to Vox Terra. If you haven't done so, please do subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so you know when I'm putting up a new video. Today we could call this hashtag stop fracking or hashtag climate action. A viewer of mine received a text alert from the Sierra Club. It was a call for action. So from that Sierra Club alert, dirty polluters. Now when you say dirty polluters, it seems like you need to say it in sort of a Cockney accent. Dirty polluters want to build 2 more gas plants in New York, wrecking our climate and air. So dirty polluters want to build 2 more gas power plants in New York, wrecking our climate and air. Now the simple call to action is tell Governor Kathy Hochul and the DEC that you don't want them. And like I'm saying now, politics is a noise and numbers game. They need to hear from people like us. So according to Sierra Club, it's called the Astoria and Danskammer Fracked Gas Power Plants. We ought to be doing everything possible to speed the transition away from fossil fuels and toward 100% renewables. And that's what we should be demanding, right? And I've showed you, I've cited to you, a Stanford study showing the path to 100% renewable, and as well in another video that I'll provide a link to in the description section, a Department of Energy study where the researchers were showing how the US of A could get to a 100% renewable power grid. And that study, you might remember, was sat on, according to the article I cited from The Atlantic, was sat on by the Trump administration, a very pro-fossil fuel administration. So how does natural gas harm our climate and our air and water? In a nutshell, we could say methane is a potent greenhouse gas, heat-trapping gas. And since the boom in fracking, that is also correlated with some of these spikes in the Earth's temperatures. Methane leaks all along the supply chain from the extraction to the shipping, and as well as the fracking, the natural gas extraction processes involve a lot of known toxic chemicals, although the exact mixes are proprietary secrets, and that gets into our water and our soil and so on, carcinogens, etc. The Sierra Club points out that New York State banned fracking, yet the New York electric system still runs significantly on fracked natural gas. And yet despite all this, fossil fuel companies and hedge funds want to build 2 more natural gas plants. So here we're looking at the money in politics, right? Money in politics. So yes, New York State banned fracking under Governor Cuomo, but that, my impression is, came under a lot of public pressure, a lot of people like us speaking up against fracking, and he eventually relented. And that goes one of my other theses, that the Democratic Party is generally more responsive to environmentalists, whereas the Republican Party has been just basically saying no to us, but they need to be pushed. Most of the Democrats are not Democrats like Bernie Sanders, who are active campaigners. There's also, like the Republicans, part of that business establishment, and they are dependent on their donor classes. So the Sierra Club also point out that the DEC commissioner admitted that the new power plants will not comply with New York's Climate Leadership and Community Protection Act. And this gives you a real insight into how real politics actually works, the mechanics of all this. By opening up for comments, the state took a key step in the approval process. And they're calling us, when we speak out to New York State Governor Hochul and the New York State Commissioner of the Department of Conservation, to ask them to deny what's called a Title V air permit to those power plants. So Title V air permit, I looked up for you really quickly, was a creature of the Clean Air Act from 1990, and according to a U.S. government website, Title V is a federal program designed to standardize air quality permits for major sources of emissions across the country. So as far as contacting these politicians, do it, and don't be shy about it, and don't worry if you feel like they passed the buck and are ignoring you or give you some excuses, because at least they're hearing that people like us are there and vote. So for the DEC Commissioner and Governor Kathy Hochul, I'll provide you links below the video in the description section to their email formats that you have to fill out a form and send it to them. I hope you found this call to action helpful, informative, interesting. You got some new talking points about natural gas and fracking, and maybe you're a little more heartened to start contacting your politicians and tell them you prioritize environment, clean air, and you're not going to overthink it. You're not going to overworry it because it's just a noise and numbers game. And until next time, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel. You click that notification bell, you're liking, you're commenting, and until then, peace be with you.